You're a veteran. James Harrison, a.k.a. Debo. Of course, he's not in uniform because he has the vet pass. Still, tell me how you feeling.
I'm feeling all right. They just got me out here doing a lot of running. I'd rather be practicing, though, because it's a little bit easier.
So why you just don't tell him?
Because he won't let me practice.
So if you tell Coach, can I practice, he's going to say no.
He'll say no.
That's an all-time pass right there. You ask the head coach, can you practice to play the game of football to get ready for Sundays? And he say what?
No. He said, I'm going to have you jump on a moving train.
What did he tell you?
He said, you just go jump on the moving train, so just be ready in a couple of weeks.
All jokes aside, though, James Harrison, if you just follow his career, Debo, you're a clutch guy. You know, I know they wanted to use you for sub packages, but at the same time, a lot of these young outside linebackers, they've been getting hurt, and you plugged in to be the starter. What keeps you going? I see what you do in the offseason. I see how much weight you lift. You put it on social media. What's your process?
My motivation is easy. It's doubt. I love when people doubt me. You know, the older you get in this game, the more doubts they have about you. So, that's my motivation. I want to win another Lombardi. I want to get another ring. You know, the thing I think about the most is the one we lost.
Right. I say the same thing.
Yeah, I want to get back and get another one.
I feel like you've been through 3 generations. As weird as it might sound, in football years, 5 years is long.
Oh, yeah.
So we went through 05, Super Bowl, 08, Super Bowl, lost the one in 2010. How do you feel about this young talent and young team in 2017? Do you think this is a Super Bowl caliber team?
Oh, definitely. You know, especially with the defense starting to round out and, guys starting to learn what they're supposed to do. They're getting another year under their belt. You're getting another year of playing together with the same people. The speed of players out there, the defense is a lot faster right now.
There you have it, folks. Ike Taylor, James Harrison, a.k.a. Debo, Pittsburgh Steelers for life.
We out.
Man, I'm looking at these names up there, man, and it's tough. Something in me wants to go with Jordy Nelson just because I'm a Packer at heart. But with the addition of Bennett taking some of Jordy's red zone touchdowns and red zone targets, I'm going to go with Odell because they got no running game. You add Brandon Marshall, who's going to take some of the attention off him, and they're going to have to sling the ball around the field, and I think Odell will rack up on the touchdowns this year.
Even with Sterling Shepard?
But I like that. But not only that, but you said taking away touches, right? With Bennett, what do you think that Brandon Marshall's going to do or Evan Ingram, the tight end, is going to do?
He is, but when they go in there, I've been with McAdoo. When he go in there, they're going to find ways to get Odell the ball.
He's still the number one guy.
He's the number one guy. They're going to put him all over and find a way to get him the ball.
How about your boy down in Miami who's fighting for a new contract, Jarvis Landry?
Dude, I love that dude, man. I'm taking a tackle. And like I say, man, it's tough competition, man.
They just got to find the end zone. They got to do better in the red zone.
No Antonio Brown.
Maybe I can give him a couple
Cooper.
tips. You know what I mean?
How about Cooper with Mr. Gunslinger out there? Oakland.
See, come on, y'all can't be putting all the pressure on me like that.
There's guys out there.
There is guys. It's a lot of competition, man. And like I said, Coop is one of those guys who, man, can't nobody jam him. He could get off of two
Mike
jammers
Thomas with the Saints. You never
he could get off of two jammers, and you got one of the best young QBs throwing the ball. So it's going to be close. But if I had to pick one, I'll put my money on Odell. Willie just throwing out all these.
He's throwing the kitchen sink. He's going to go next. But 2007, 23 touchdowns. That was done by a one Randall Gene Moss. There would be some big shoes to fill.
Chuckle a little bit. PR came over here and just told us that we have a snake wrapped around our equipment. So if our signal goes off air, you guys know why. It's a black and white snake. So we'll get to the bottom of that in a second. What you're looking at right now is the running backs going through some handoff drills with the quarterbacks. And looky there, number 3, Luke McCown, in that Cowboys jersey after the Cowboys signed him yesterday. Also getting a lot more reps this afternoon, number 37, Ronnie Hillman, the back that they signed this week. And, it's Dak's birthday, number 4. And it's, I just caught up with his dad, actually, Nat Prescott. And he talked to me about just how competitive his son is. He pulled out a fidget spinner out of his pocket and said he can even make a competition out of this. They have some pretty gnarly domino games ahead of games on Sundays. And he says now he's obviously had the privilege of playing with celebrities at Domino's, guys like Shaquille O'Neal. He said growing up, because I did ask him, I said, when did you know that Dak Prescott was something special? And he said in Pop Warner, he said a lot of the parents wanted to see his birth certificate because while he wasn't the biggest guy, he was just so tough and so mature. And he kept reminding them that he had two very large older brothers that he used to constantly go up against at the house just playing football. And, he'd constantly tell the guys, hey, don't beat up on your brother too much. And apparently Dak would get upset about that. He wanted them to play rough with him. And so here you are. You're seeing him out here on his 24th birthday, tossing the ball around. Just got a ball to Dez Bryant. Of course, a lot of fans here today for Saturday practice. Even saw Omar Epps here, the guy from Love and Basketball, The Wood. He's a Cowboys fan, says that began with a love of another running back, Tony Dorsett. Hasn't been able to really come out here to practice in the past because he says he's always been filming. I also hear Taylor Lautner is on his way out here from Twilight fame. So a couple of celebrities, lots of fans. And then, like I said, they're just going through some individual drills right now. I feel like every time you guys come to me, they're sort of wrapping things up. It was a little bit more entertaining before we got here. But now you're beginning to see the wide receivers out here. And looks like we got Kellen Moore throwing the football around. So that one, Bryce Butler just picking up.
Yeah.
Bryce Butler's been looking really strong, guys. I asked him, obviously there's a lot of competition at the wide receiver position this year. And, he said that this was a year that he switched things up in the offseason. He went and trained with a coach in the West Coast, really wanted to work on his core, wanted to solidify that, just shook things up a little bit. And I can tell you, just looking at him at OTAs and mini camps, he's shown a lot of speed out here. He's been looking really sharp. Cole Beasley about to get out here on the field. We saw a lot of Ryan Switzer playing in that slot role in the return game during OTAs and minicamps because Cole had a hamstring issue. Now it's the other way around. Ryan Switzer has a hamstring issue. We have seen him back here out in the practice field still day to day. As they kind of monitor that. They're going to avoid the MRI, see if he's ready to go after the Hall of Fame game. So that's, right now, seeing him out here, he was stretching with Dez and doing their secret handshake that they've already got. So he looks to be okay, but we'll continue to keep an eye on him.
Who is Bryce Butler competing with for the third, fourth receiver spot over there? Who's the competition that he's competing with against over there?
Well, I got to tell you, Noah Brown's been looking really sharp, number 85. This is a guy that Ezekiel Elliott really advocated for, knew him well from college, and he's looked really good out here. Obviously, you've got Terrence Williams at the number 2 position, Dez Bryant, obviously your leading receiver, Cole Beasley, Ryan Switzer. So, there is a little bit of competition. Andy Jones is another one. So it's just a matter of, how many wide receivers are they going to carry, 5 or 6?
Talk about now, Khalil Mack, Defensive Player of the Year, chilling with us. What's up, man?
Nothing much. Glad to be here. Glad to be amongst y'all, and we're trying to get this training camp going.
Trying to get training camp going. So you guys are out on the field, running around, doing your thing. How does it feel to be out here with your teammates? Obviously you saw that package right there.
Yeah.
You're one of the most dominant players in the National Football League. How is it for you going into training camp, being around you guys?
It's always fun, man. We love this game. We come out here, we work hard, and we try to get better every day. And that's what it's really about for me. And I know it's about that for them as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying to you when you came over here, Napa Valley, not a bad place for a training camp. Yeah. There's a lot of teams that are up in dorms right now, and you have a really nice Marriott that's right here, really comfy beds, and you just walk out to the practice field.
From the hotel, just walk straight over to the field.
It just walks away. What's it like to be out here as opposed to some of the other places that you see around the league?
I don't know too many other places. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to this, and I'm used to it, and it's home. You know what I'm saying? Napa is home. Whenever we come out here for training camp, and it's always fun, and the weather is nice. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cool days like this, and we coming out here, we grinding.
Well, this is a little bit different year simply because all the other years, and I know some of this is before you got here, there wasn't many expectations for this team.
Yeah,
now
sure.
You guys have a target on your back. People know
yeah.
exactly who you are. Explain, is this different going into this season? Is it any added pressure going into the season?
No, I wouldn't say it's different. It's not any added pressure because we haven't did what we wanted to do yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just mindset that we want to dominate and get better, and it's a standard set, and you can only get better from that standard and keep working.
You talk about dominating, and I'm very interested in this question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you be blocked, bro?
Nah, not at all.
So right now you saying it on NFL Network.
NFL Network.
You cannot be blocked.
No, I'm not gonna get blocked.
Oh,
take notice.
Take notice. Watch out, NFL.
No.
Now,
That ain't gonna happen.
you obviously dominated last year with sacks, you and Bruce Irvin, but only 26 total.
Yeah.
How are you guys going to make that number grow?
Yeah, that's something we talked about every day of the off season, and it's something that hurt us to the core. But it's something we know we can get better at, you know what I'm saying, as a team and as a unit, especially as a D-line. And so it's been the main focus ever since then. We looked at the number and was like, okay, we're going to put this up and make sure we don't get nowhere near that number, that low of a number this next year. And so that's what the focus is for us, the D-line coach, Coach Jethro Franklin. We've been preaching that, and it hurt, but at the same time, it's something that we can get better at. We're a young group, and we're going to continue to get better.
What is Marshawn Lynch brought to this team?
I mean, beast mode, man. He a funny guy. And,
personality.
He got a different personality, man. He gonna challenge you no matter what. He gonna talk trash no matter what. And that's what you need. You need guys that are gonna push you to get better, and that's the way he does it. You know what I'm saying? He comes to you after the play like, yo, I blocked you. I blocked you. I'm like, no, you didn't, bro. You did not block me. We don't have pads on.
Everybody.
Like we did not have. We ain't got pads on, bro. I can't run into you and DC. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, nah, I don't care about that. I'm like, all right, bet. That's the kind of personality he has, and I'm glad he's on our team.
Last question for me. We talked about your sacks. We talked about how unblockable you are. But you guys gave up a lot of big plays on the back end.
Yeah.
What is your plan to fix that? And what is your plan to kind of fix the back end?
That's the thing. We communication. I feel like communication was big for us, huge for us last year. It was slow. It was slow early in the year, and it continued to pick up. But now it's been a sharp communication between the defensive backs and the linebackers, and everybody's on the same page. And so when you have that rush and coverage working together, it's gonna be a great thing, especially for the timing of that quarterback holding the ball.
It is.
Yeah, for sure.
It is.
For sure.
I saw that you had a chance to go to Von Miller's pass rushing summit.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was dope, man. I'm glad I was being able to go in there and learn from it. You had Demarcus Ware there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, okay. And they were giving great pointers, and it was just everybody, focusing in on what it is they were good at and teaching and learning, and it was a great time.
Did anybody impress you that was there specifically? I mean, you had guys, like young guys even, like Solomon Thomas.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you learned everything from everybody. I was writing everything down. I was like, you know what I'm saying, you guys sure you want to give me this information? You know what I'm saying? In a sense, you're like, you sure you want to give me this information, man? Because I'm going to use it, I'm going to utilize it, and try to be the best I can be with it. You know what I'm saying?
So you're repping Mack trucks now?
Yeah. Mack truck. Shout out to Mack truck.
Yeah.
Repping Mack truck?
Yeah, repping Mack truck, baby. What's good, baby? The new Mack.
I see you and Dwayne Johnson talking about ballers.
Yeah. Ball alert. Yeah.
I like it.
We did.
What's
Ballers.
next for you?
I mean, we chilling for really. I'm focused on football and trying to get better and be the best team that I can be.
It is, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that you've been doing a pretty good job of that already so far, so keep up the good work.
He was a baller, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, good luck, man.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, so I just want to tell you how much I love training camp. I think it's great. It gets us mentally prepared, physically prepared, just ready for the season. I love the grind. I love everything about it. Not really. Really hate training camp with a passion. I hate getting up early in the morning. I hate going to sleep late. I hate it all. I hate getting in my shoulder pads, grinding for like 8 hours, then having to go back out there. I hate the whole ideal of training camp. I hate it. I can't go home and lay in my own bed. I got to look at my teammates all day without getting a break. Training camp is terrible. It's terrible. I hate it. I mean, I understand why we do it, but I don't like a day, a second, a minute, any of it. If we can go without training camp, I'll steal some years of my life, and I think everything will be better for me.